Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So today we are review the case of Jackie and Paina, a couple who will be trying to conceive for over 2 years to explore how their reproductive health profile improves fertility and how modern reproductive pregnancy can help. So let me introduce myself and our team. Me as a fertility specialist, Nur Amira Masalah Bentia, and gynecology, Nurul Syafiqah Alia binti Syamsuddin, and andrologist Halimatu binti Jamaden, embryologist Nurul binti Syaidola binti Jeffrey, and the last one clinical art consultant Nuri Edina binti Razala.
Hello, I as a gynecologist will break down how from irregular ovulation to hormonal imbalance, many subtle biological factors can make the conception difficult.
As andrologists, we will show how even normal test results on paper can still mask functional issues in timing, hormones, and sexual health.
We also walk through the biological process of ovulation and fertilization, from hormone signaling to the role of the fallopian tubes.
And finally, as clinical ART consultant, we will discuss on how assisted reproductive technology from ovulation induction to IVF and ICSI offers real hope for couples like Hakim and Aina.
So let's start with what we know. Jackie's disease meet gold standard, which is normal count and mortality of the sperm.
Yes, but his testosterone level are below optimal. He report fatigue, reduced libido, and high stress, all of which point to an endocrine imbalance. While not affecting sperm directly, it impacts frequency and timing of intercourse, which, as we know, is critical for natural conception.
Meanwhile, Point Aina's condition is more straightforward. She has PCOS, which is polycystic ovary syndrome, and her cycles are irregular, sometimes absent. Blood tests also show elevated LH and androgens, and ultrasound reveals polycystic ovaries, multiple small follicles that aren't maturing or ovulating.
So when we assess both partner together, it's become clear that their individual challenges are interacting in a way that's lower their chance of natural conception.
In a typical menstrual cycle, the hypothalamus releases GnRH, which stimulates the anterior pituitary to secrete FSH and LH. FSH will promote the follicle development, and as estrogen levels rise, they will stimulate a surge of LH, which triggers the ovulation.
Next, during ovulation, the dominant follicle ruptures and release the oocyte surrounded by sumulus cell. The oocyte is picked up by the fimbriate and into the fallopian tube, and it was viable for 12 to 24 hours.
In PCOS, this hormonal cascade is disrupted. Follicles may grow but fail to mature or ovulate, which leading to ovulatory cycles.
And if the sperm is present within that window, it will proceed with capacitation and the acrosomal reaction. The sperm will penetrate the egg and fuse to form zygote. Then it will become blastocyst and enter the uterus for implantation.
As we see, if no ovulation occurs, or if intercourse doesn't align with the ovulatory window, then the fertilization is definitely impossible.
With given Hakim symptom, even with normal sperm, they are likely reduce sexual frequency and mistimed intercourse. Further, it will lowering their chance to get a baby.
After we look at both cases together, the pattern is clear, and ovulation and infrasexual timing with a significant mismatch, no egg release, or no sperm present when the egg is there.
This is why we classify the case as combined infertility. These aren't extreme conditions, but together they reduce the chance of conception each month to near zero. Fortunately, we have several evidence-based treatment options. The first step is ovulation induction. For Aina, we can use clomiphene citrate or injectable gonadotropins to stimulate follicular growth and restore regular ovulation.
We also can monitor the cycle using transvaginal ultrasound to track the follicle development. Once a dominant follicle is mature, usually around 18 to 22 millimeter, we can trigger the ovulation with HCG.
Parallel to that, we support Hakim hormonal health, encouraging lifestyle change, managing stress, and if necessary, starting low-dose testosterone therapy under close monitoring.
And we can also proceed with IUI if there is a challenges with natural times. IUI is a one type of fertility treatment which the sperm is directly placed into the uterus, which help to increase the chance of fertilization.
And if conception still doesn't occur, we will move to in vitro fertilization, or IVF. This is where the eggs are retrieved and fertilized in the lab. And then, when the embryos are cultured, it will be transferred back into the uterus of Aina.
In the case where sperm-egg interaction is problematic, we use ICSI, which is intracytoplasmic sperm injection. A single healthy sperm is injected into the egg, bypassing the need for penetration. This is particularly helpful if we suspect subtle male factors issue, even when semen analysis looks normal. We inject this single sperm directly to achieve the fertilization.
So to summarize what we look, the problem Jackie and Aina is have manageable issue that combination of hormonal disruption and timing misalignment make natural conception unlikely.
But with the right treatment plan, by combining ovulation induction, hormone regulation, and ART if necessary, their chances of conception can improve dramatically.